And welcome everyone to Learn a Trade. My name is Kevin Tate. Welcome to the channel. I'd like to shout out all of my members, the website members and the channel members. Shout out to you. Thank you for your support. I appreciate you. And today's Tech Talk is Tech Talk with Learn a Trade on the Bunn JDF-2. The Bunn JDF-2. I'm gonna do a question and answer because I had an interesting question that came up the other day from a viewer, and I'd like to follow up with it. I sent out a reply to him with some of my suggestions on what he should do, but I wanted to share this with you. And the question was, so the water bath issue can keep the compressor from coming on. And this viewer has JDF2 that they're working on or that they own, and it's not cooling. So it seems that the compressor is not coming on. So I wanted to kind of go over a few things, and maybe this will help you out, and maybe it'll help someone else out that's out there that's running into the same issue. But basically, I wanted to go through some troubleshooting steps that you can take, and we can go from there. You can let me know if it worked out, if you ran into any issues. I like to hear back about it. I like to get some feedback on what happened with the repair, if anything. But basically, hopefully you guys can see this. Let me see if I can. Have to boot up another one. Give me a second here. Sorry about that. Yeah, there we go. That's what I wanted. My troubleshooting page here. It's I'm just going right into the refrigeration issue. You were saying that it was not cooling, so the problem would be with the refrigeration. Dispense stations are not working. The cooling failure or excessive bath and cabinet temperatures. Like if the water bath and the cabinet are not at the proper temperature for more than 4 hours, that will result in a dispense lockout. So what's probably happening, if depending on how long that unit has not been cooling, that that equipment is probably in a dispense lockout as well. So you'll want to be aware of that. And some of the causes could be the compressor on-off switch. Okay, you want to check that compressor on-off switch. If for those who may not be familiar, that on-off switch is down on the lower section of the JDF2. There's a panel down below, and you just want to, there's two slotted screws that hold that in, and you want to remove those two screws, pull out the panel, and then you'll be able to see the compressor switch on the top left side of the inside of the lower portion of the machine. You'll be able to see it right there. It's an on-off switch, and some of them have a program switch that's right underneath that on-off switch for the compressor. So check that out also. Another thing is a dirty condenser filter or fins can cause some refrigeration issues. The condenser fan cannot be running, so you'll want to check into that. If it isn't running, I would advise that you get your multimeter and take a look at the voltage. Make sure you have the 120 volts or 230, whatever you're working with there. Make sure you have the voltage going to that fan motor. But you definitely want to check out to make sure that the condenser fan is running. The compressor relay could not be activating, so it could be an issue with the compressor relay. The compressor could not be running due to a fault, an internal fault. It could not be running. So that's something that you'll have to check out also, as far as uh, checking out your legs on the compressor. Okay, your terminals. And another cause could be a compressor running and not cooling. So it could be low on refrigerant, could be a refrigerant leak, possibly. Another thing that I found too was the water bath not being up to the proper water level, the water level not being set right. I remember I was doing a bunch of installs for Bunn, and I ran into a lot of other companies, a lot of other technicians or service providers that were also doing these installs. And a lot of times they were running into problems where they weren't able to get the machine to start cooling. And that, excuse me, that reason was due to when you first install these JDF-2s, you have to make sure your water level is at the proper level. And as I said before, you take that lower panel off. When you take that lower panel off, on your right, you're going to see clear tubes. You're going to see a drain tube, and then you're going to see a fill tube. You're going to see a tank tube. I'm sorry. So that tank tube, it shows the level of the water inside that tube. You can watch it. You can actually watch it fill. And if you're not familiar with how to fill the uh, the water bath, um, what I'll do is I'll put a link to the service manual, and you could take a look in the service manual, because I really can't go through that process right now. But um, you could take a look in the service manual, and then it will tell you how to fill the water bath. But when you're filling that water bath, anyway, you're going to have to look at that tube, and then you're going to see the water level rising inside the tube. And now at the top of that tube, there's going to be a T. There's going to be a plastic T fitting, and that T fitting is connected to that tube. Okay, it's connected right to that tube, and then you're gonna watch the water level go up, and you want to stop filling when you see that water level reach around the bottom of that T fitting. Okay, when it gets to around the bottom of that T fitting, you want to stop filling, and then you're going to get a little drip of water that's going to come out of the T fitting and go out the drain tube, and then that's going to go right into the drip tray. Okay, so make sure you have your drip tray in place. And if you don't get that water level up to that point, the system will not function properly. It'll run for a little while, and it'll dispense, but it won't freeze. It won't cool down, because it's not telling the system is not telling the compressor to turn on, because it's not sensing that water level. So that might be a simple fix for you. out there. So just, you know, check all of that out, and you know, let me know, you know, what you ran into, because I mean, it could be a few things. You know, it could also, it's possible you could have a bad temp probe. I mean, that happens from time to time, but it's not very common. So I mean, I would first look into the refrigeration issues with that compressor problem that you're having. And hopefully you see this video, and and then I'll put the link with the service manual in the description, so you can also pick up that service manual that way too, and save it, you know, and that'll help you out a lot. So I'm hoping that this helps you all out there. Hopefully you can have some success out of it, and you know, we'll go from there. You know, definitely get back to me, and send me a message in the comments or on the communities section, or you can email me and let me know, you know, if any of it worked for you. Okay. And I appreciate you all watching. Again, I thank all the members. I thank those who have became a member, and those who become members on the website. I appreciate you all. Please consider joining the channel as a member and receiving the perks. So I thank you all for watching. That's all I have for now. Take care and stay well.